Welcome to the Family Podcast with Tom Barnard and
co-host Catherine Brandt,
Alex Barnard Rasmussen,
Andy Barnard,
and Kristen Burt.
Magnificent. So we were just talking about weather all across the United States.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Kristen, you said it was 36 there last night?
36 last night. It's 43 right now at 8:30 in the morning. It's chilly.
In Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. We had about a week of rain, and so the temperatures have dipped down. But by next week, it'll be mid-70s to low 80s.
You know, it's funny, whenever we have a real winter, we used to call it in Minnesota, if it was really cold and really snowy, it was a real winter. And now it's like, I don't know, Florida hasn't had this kind of cold in something like 15 years, and Minnesota hasn't had that much snow in a long time, and these things happen.
It's a cold year. I don't know if it's another polar vortex or what, but I do remember 2018 to 2019, I think. That was a cold, miserable year.
Snowstorm in April, I remember. So my niece's birthday party got canceled.
Yeah.
It was a really snowy year.
Yeah.
I will never forget 914 14th Avenue North. Or is it 917? It was 917 14th Avenue North. The house is no longer there, but I remember having just a wonderful time hanging around that place and talking about all the stuff you guys are talking about now. It just gives me some great old memories. You know what I mean?
Outside in the snow?
What's that? Yeah, it's just schmoozing about what are you going to do today, talking about the weather. You don't hear this kind of conversation much anymore. You used to on the streets and all that stuff, but you don't hear that much anymore, which is unfortunate.
Well,
people stay away from the streets now.
Yeah,
that's true too.
That's very true.
Does anyone know their neighbor? That's the other thing.
This building is very friendly.
Yeah, we know our neighbors, but we also live in a small town where that's kind of like expected.
Yeah,
Alex, you know all your neighbors pretty much.
Our neighbors run around our neighborhood like feral children without the
That's really nice.
There you go.
Oh, Alex
is certain that she is now our dog.
No.
The other day, we got home from karate, and Ethan wanted to check the mail. So
Ethan wanted to check the mail.
Yep, he loves checking the mail. Yep. He wants to be the 4. I was the postman and he was the package man. We had to deliver all the way to the mom. Yes. But we were walking down the driveway, and our neighbor dog, Indy, saw us walking down the driveway and just bolted across the street into our garage. He was like, it's time for me to be your dog again, is it?
Oh, my gosh.
They like to visit their neighbors.
Yeah, she's a golden retriever, so she's like,
she'll be with everybody.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep, she should just jump in someone's truck and go along with them forever if they were like, hey, I got a ball.
Yep.
So, Alex,
yes.
I ordered one of those blue light bug things.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That you have?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me that I had 20 billion bugs in my house?
I told you they were.
How is this possible?
Disgusting. I told you it's crazy.
Are you talking about like sticky trap things?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Awful.
So it's almost all fruit. It's all fruit flies.
I was going to say fruit flies. Yeah, right.
I did not know.
It's insane.
I did not know that there was at least
and a fly in there every once in a while, and it's nuts. Even it's the dead of winter,
I know,
and I'm still.
Well,
yeah.
They love drains too, like the fruit flies. Like
we've had a crazy fruit fly drain issue. We've never had it, but this winter, Dan's been pouring
boiling
water down the drain to try to kill them every few weeks, because all of a sudden they'll just be everywhere. Not everywhere, but like
kill the eggs because they reproduce so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And it's just like, it's disgusting. Yeah, and they're everywhere.
Tom buys a lot of bananas.
I love bananas.
They know they're coming in on the bananas.
We always have 8,000 pounds of fruit on our countertop because of my children. And Dan and I eat a lot of fruit too. So yeah, it's unavoidable.
Yeah, I mean, but they are very effective.
We have the trap right by the fruit.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. You guys are talking about catching bugs.
I can. If people have fruit flies, these things really do catch a ton of them.
What is it? I know we need to know what the contraption is, because we get them in the summer in Los Angeles, and they're annoying.
Oh, yeah.
It's either Veo fly or Velo fly. Let me look on Amazon. I have.
Well, she's looking it up.
I just threw away the package yesterday.
Last year we had a fruit fly problem. And
Zevo.
We literally
Zevo fly. That's what it is.
Is
but
that
there's
what it is?
also Veo. It's the same thing.
Zevo. Oh, I see it right here. ZevoInsect.com. Anyone looking for it? I'm sure you can get it on Amazon too.
Yeah, you have to keep buying the sticky things that go in them.
Of course, they trap you in.
But I mean, how else are you going to trap them?
It's like because it fills up with bugs.
It does fill up with bugs.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
it's
brand
a blue and
Yeah.
UV light. Okay.
Yep.
The brand that I order is Veo fly, but it's the same thing, and it's from Amazon. And yeah, it's just like a thing that you plug into your wall, and you put a little sticky piece of paper on it, and the stickiness faces the wall, so you don't see any
you don't
of the
see
bugs.
all these. Yeah,
and it just is like a low blue light, and it catches. Like I'd say every other week you have to change it out.
Yikes!
All year. Because
Magnificent.
of constant bugs.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, well, look at that.
Yeah, we were making traps out of like soapy water and apple cider vinegar.
Oh yeah, I used to do that.
Yeah.
This works way better.
It does.
It works way better. Yeah, it's $29.97 for 2 of the lights and 6 traps, and then you can just keep buying the traps.
Donnell wants to know how Jude's scans and tests went yesterday.
I will find out today. Apparently, I don't know if I just wasn't taking in what they were saying or whatever, but it was an echocardiogram yesterday, not a scan of.
Yeah, I thought you said it was a bladder ultrasound.
That's what I thought they were going to do, but apparently it just was an echocardiogram.
Oh, okay then.
Different part of the body.
$500 for that.
That's shocking. It was only that much. Usually, when a dog has something
that
going on,
sounds really
it's
cheap to me.
$2,000, $3,000.
Oh yeah, Hobbs died 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago at this point. And God, the last couple months of his life, he was going in and he'd get scans, and it was like $1,500, $2,000 every month.
Yeah, it's like having an old pet.
It's the worst.
Then putting a pet down is expensive. And
and a lot of vets have been taken over by private equity, so the costs have risen astronomically over the last 5-6 years. We go to an independent vet, like, privately owned, but I'll tell you, they get snatched up really fast because it becomes expensive to practice medicine, whether it's on animals or humans.
Well, vets get paid very, very well, so I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Well, up in Minnesota, I have a vet that's been in North Minneapolis for, I don't even know, 50 years. They still write everything down on pieces of paper. They bill on pieces of paper. They're not digital at all.
Old school.
They are old school, but they're so reasonable. I go in there and I'm like, this is peanuts compared to the vets down in Florida. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can bounce back and forth then. Everything's good to go.
I know, but it's just,
They'll figure
Poor
out someday
Jude.
to charge high prices here and high taxes in Minnesota. Oh, that's right. They already did.
Yeah. No matter where you go, it's expensive in some way.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Trevor said you can buy pet insurance, and that is costly and scammy as well. Yeah, they cover certain things and not others. And
Really?
I was getting my hair cut the other day, and I was talking to my stylist about Jude because she's got dogs, and we always talk about our dogs. And she said that she has pet insurance, and it pays for vaccinations. It doesn't pay for scans. It doesn't, maybe one X-ray a year or something like that. It doesn't cover blood tests.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like, but it does the well checks and the vaccinations and some other small-ish thing. I'm like,
it's like $80 to bring my cat in for a wellness check.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like nothing.
I was
You know,
gonna
it's
say, like a wellness check's like $100 or something.
and it
ours
also,
is 80.
and and how much, it's just like regular insurance. It depends on how old the dog is and the cat. They raise the prices all the
how
time.
big-
Yeah. It's when you
And
get
don't
the
even-
blood work and the X-ray that you start getting.
I know, and I'm like, it doesn't seem like over a course of time you're going to save any money.
No, I'd rather just like have an account for the pets, you know, and save the money up in case of emergency, that type of thing. If, you know, that's what people are worried about, then pay out this pet insurance.
Yeah, Margaret
Knowing
says
that
she's.
Oh,
I was just going to read. Margaret said, I have pet insurance from AKC,
AKC, American Kennel Club.
and they don't cover much.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So
I mean, I think knowing you have an elderly pet, you just have to keep $5,000 ready at.
Yeah, you just got to go get a spare job at Home Depot to pay for your elderly dog.
For real.
Yeah,
I know. I was like, we went in a couple times with London just because she had constipation. And I was like, constipation doesn't seem that hard to solve, but they have to do the x-ray and the blood work to make sure that it's not something more significant, which I completely understand. Yeah. And so you're getting there and you're like, oh my gosh. And you're like, this was like $1,000 constipation visit.
How does a cat get constipated? They eat the same thing every day.
It's true.
They need to, as they get older, sometimes they don't drink as much water. So you have to make sure that they're like dehydrated. And she didn't love our water fountain. So now we're like, with her wet food, it's just, we're making it soup essentially so that she gets the water. It's
okay. That makes sense.
It's just, she's being dramatic is really what she is. She's like 6 pounds of drama.
That's fair for a cat.
Yeah.
Miralax in their food from DH 1962. That's exactly what the vet said.
No. Oh, there you go.
Really?
A teaspoon of Miralax in all animals' food will help.
Psyllium
everything.
husk.
Yep.
Any type of psyllium husk. Yep.
Yep.
My dogs do not deal with constipation. We go out on a walk and May'll poop 3 times. It's like, what is going on?
Well, they get a lot of exercise. That helps too.
Yep. All right, now it's time for my pet story. Okay, it's my impression. Even though this dog, to my right, has been with us almost 13 years, he has never, ever once seen me come in the house before Nana. I always have Nana go in first, and then I follow her. I was taught as a little kid that you be polite to people, and that's all the rest of it. So I'd now like to do the pet part of it. I come home, I open the door. Now, does he know that I'm by myself? He should have by now, but here's the deal. So I come home, I come in, I'm Jude, and this hand is me. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Is Mom coming? Where's Mom?
Where's Mom? Well, yeah, great. You're here. Good. But it's like, God, he looks behind me. He knows she's not back there, but he looks anyway.
Yeah.
Just in case.
What's it called? Pets like second, like the spare human. There you go. You're the spare human.
Oh, the spare human.
Spare human. Yeah.
I do like that.
Oh, Judy.
You look back at all those in your childhood, and I'm talking about all 5 of us here, going to other friends' houses when they had a lot of people in my neighborhood. My friends had a dog. A lot of them did. Some with cats as well. But it's just part of being American, isn't it? Having pets.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me that there are people that don't have pets. Like it's strange.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Unless they have major allergies. I always have to say, yes. We'll get to that one thing.
But like
Or
Dan
you
has 2
travel a
brothers
lot.
that don't have any pets, and they like growing up. Dan's family had 1 dog at one point, and that's it.
It's still a pet.
I know, but like we had 7,000 animals surrounding us at any moment.
Oh, yes, we
I
did.
know.
And I'm
Really
just like,
Pippi
you had
Longstocking.
1 dog your whole childhood. That's it. You just had a dog at some
Yeah, we always
US.
had cats in the house. And I do
Yeah.
find, I guess
that's
pet
true.
owners find it strange when people don't. And again, Catherine mentioned if you travel a lot, that makes complete sense. They
Yeah,
need
or
to be,
you're working 12-hour days and the animal's home alone all the time. And
Yeah.
you see why
yeah,
you do
I
it.
understand. Yes.
Yeah.
I can
But when
understand
people are like, I just would never have a pet. And I mean, I guess it's good if they recognize that they don't want the responsibility of taking care of a pet. You have to like also respect that as well. Because some people are just like, I don't want the responsibility. Makes sense.
The
Somebody-
U.S. is number 4 in the world for dog ownership per capita.
What's number
Only
1?
number 4?
Only number 4?
1
that'd
through
be-
3 are closely tied, and then there's a big drop down to the U.S. 1 through 3 are Portugal, Hungary, and Brazil.
Ooh.
Very
I'll move to
interesting.
Hungary.
That's interesting.
But the U.S., 25,000 dogs per 100,000 people, so it's basically 1 dog per family of 4, if you
How
think
about
about
cat
it.
ownership?
Let's see.
She goes, how about cat owner?
I'm curious. I don't know where the U.S. falls in terms of that because I
Yeah.
feel like other
Probably
countries
not
might.
as high.
I wish
Yeah.
we could have cats, but they make Dan's face explode, so we can't.
Oh, yeah.
Dan can stay downstairs.
Dan can have his own little. I remember one time, Dan's twin brother has a cat. had a cat, and they were living together. And the cat typically was up in the attic where his brother lived when we were dating. And one time, the cat snuck into Dan's room and slept under his bed. He woke up and his face was so swollen, he could like barely open his eyes. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're really allergic to cats."
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
so you
dangerous
witnessed
for
this.
people.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Wow, it can be. Yeah, that's true. I know we live in a pet-friendly building, and there's people in here that are trying to get it to be a non-pet friendly building. It's like, why do you move into a pet-friendly building if you don't like animals?
It'll
Move into
never
a
Wait,
happen.
but people
There's
own that you. This is ownership. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. And it's like there are lots of condo buildings that are no animals, no pets, no dogs, no cats, nothing. They don't want any animals whatsoever. Move there. Don't move into a pet-friendly building.
I've never heard that in terms of like ownership, even in a condo building. I mean, of course, I've heard it for apartments where you're renting. That makes sense. But that's crazy.
Yep.
The highest country with the most cat ownership by far is Russia.
Russia.
Really, Russia?
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
No,
I
Japan
would
is
never-
actually 16% of people own cats.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, Japan has a major like you're never home
I was going
culture.
to say, yeah,
They're always
they're dying on the train because they work so much.
Yep,
That's
exactly. You're
the
either
whole
at
thing.
work
Yeah.
or you're doing extracurriculars for work, or you're at school if you're young, or you're studying, and no one has any time to
But
take
that's
care of a
why
pet.
cats the perfect pet because they don't care if you're there anyway.
That is true.
As
You
long
would
as you're
think.
home
Ours
and
too.
feed them.
As long
Well,
as there's
if
two.
you are home, then they care if you're home. But if
Yeah,
you're
right.
somebody that's
Right.
like not around much, they're like, whatever, see ya.
But
Like
59% of Russians own a cat,
wow.
whereas
wow.
43% of Americans own a cat. So, yeah, Russians love their cats, apparently.
Amazing. Didn't
did
know
not
that.
For Russia.
Another,
South
another
Korea,
great-
9%. That's quite low.
Lord Darkstrider. What about South Korea? They're just going to start throwing states out there, throw countries out there. Is that the plan?
Maybe.
Apparently. We have a surprise guest all of a
A
sudden.
surprise guest out of nowhere.
Whoa.
There he
Hey,
is.
Oh, look! What the hell? I thought you were. Well, you're out of town, aren't you?
I'm in San Diego right at the moment.
You're close to me.
Yeah.
Oh, am I? Yeah. God, the streets are covered with sand. They all got blown off the beach last night. It was blowing so hard.
Oh,
Yeah, it
really?
was so windy yesterday and rain. Did you have a lot of rain?
No rain. And actually, I'm in LA. I'm in Hermosa Beach right now.
Oh,
I'll
you're
be
in
San
LA
Diego.
then.
I'll be in San Diego this afternoon. So that's where the convention is. I was for an open house today. So no, I'm just calling in because the Supreme Court acted like Americans today and read the Constitution.
Oh, yeah?
What happened?
Yep.
What happened?
Tariffs.
They struck down tariffs.
Oh.
They
did not know
said that the president does not. Well, the Congress doesn't have the right to secede their authority to the president. That there's not an emergency that's necessary to do this, and that the whole plan to use the Emergency Powers Act is ridiculous. And it was interesting. Barrett, she dissented she didn't dissent. She concurred, so she didn't agree with some of the basis of it. But Roberts, Barrett, so they had the majority that they needed to strike it down. So all the tariffs are off the table today.
All of them?
No, the ones that he tried to put it under the emergency
Okay, I was
powers
gonna
act.
say.
They're still the ones that Congress enacts because they have the
Right.
right under the Constitution to do that. But it's nice to see somebody reading the Constitution.
Where's the tariff money go?
Well, I mean, it's primarily gone to higher prices. So I would.
No, I
say
mean when they get tariff money, where
When
does
they
it
get
go?
when they get the tariff money, where does it go?
Well, the money. I'm trying to think that through. How would the tariff? Well, it would go to higher. It would just increase prices, is what it would do. So it would actually go to the people that you got the tariffs on. I think, wouldn't it?
What?
Because you put a tariff on something, so it costs more, so they increase the price, so you pay twice as much for wood than you did. So it would all basically end up with the people that are paying it so that they could pay it. But beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people
So-
who were paying for like clothing, if it was coming from overseas, you would get a bill from FedEx.
Yeah.
And
Really?
in order for it to get, in order for it
Yeah.
to get delivered, so they would say you owe an additional $75. So you've already paid, let's say you ordered from Zara UK, and you already paid Zara UK $150 for your dress. But then because it came directly from the UK, you then would get a bill from FedEx or DHL or whatever saying you owe an additional $75 for tariffs.
Okay, so the $75 goes back to the seller of the item. Is that what you're saying, Michael? That it's really
well,
just
that's where it would start with the increased price, but from there,
that
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense. Why have a tariff if you're just paying back the people that you're taking it from? I don't understand
It goes back
at
to the
all.
US though, because it's basically the tariffs that we get stuck with the tariff, not the actual manufacturer, because it goes to the US eventually, but everyone has to
Theoretically,
raise
yeah.
prices. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's increased prices, so it comes out of the consumer. So the idea that it somehow helps people, there's a bunch of businesses that had to go out of business because they couldn't handle it, because they couldn't get product at all, or they couldn't pay for product.
Yeah.
A lot of small businesses just closed up shop because of the tariffs because they said, I can't supply my business. I guess they would have to front an additional, let's say their supplies cost $60,000 that they got from overseas. They were getting hit with like an additional $15,000, $20,000 in tariffs. And they're like, I don't have the money for this because the tariffs came so quickly, they couldn't plan ahead. We're talking about like small mom and pop shops. So it's,
Right. I mean, like, I fully support as much domestic production as possible. I think we export way too much. But you can't just be like, snap your fingers and make it so, because then, and I mean, it's the same for any policy. That's what the government's been doing lately. There's been a lot of these green energy things. They're like, surprise, we're shutting down all our power plants. Deal with it, people. And it's like,
Right.
I agree. Coal is not a great thing to burn for power, but you got to give people time to figure it out. You can't just be like, tomorrow your power is gone. Deal with it.
I know.
and
Everybody
especially for a
across the-
very small business where you have to really plan financially month to
Yeah,
month.
years
That's
ahead.
completely unfair.
Especially because these tariffs, just like you said, came out of nowhere. They were just
Yeah.
imposed. They're imposed overnight. But the best thing is we got a shiny new bauble or butterfly that's come up, is they're now going to release the UFO files. So we're going to get a bunch of ET and UFO files.
We're going to get
us
aliens.
distracted.
Yeah, aliens.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Got to have a
Obama's
distraction.
Someone was interviewing Obama, and he said something out of context about like there are aliens, and people were like, oh, "Obama knows about the aliens." And
They did.
What he meant was the
Yep.
universe is so big that there's got to be aliens. But
Right.
it sounded like what he was saying was, "I know something that you don't." So now everyone's
Yep.
talking about aliens, and Trump is like, "I actually can declassify these things because I am Donald Trump and I am powerful." So,
Well, why
Well,
not
we're gonna
declassify it? Why not? I mean, if there's aliens running around, people should know.
and if there's nothing in there, why keep it classified?
I
That's
know.
my
I don't know why they classify so much of this garbage. It's so
It
stupid.
just defaults classified. I think it stays that way, and if there's no reason to like go through the paperwork of declassifying it, then why bother?
Well, I think the original theory was that there were some security concerns with our defense on how we knew how to keep aliens out of here. That, I think, was the original theory behind why they were keeping alien stuff quiet, but I don't know.
I
So-
I don't feel
Oh,
like we
good
hear
alien
enough about
takeover.
aliens anymore.
John-
Like National Enquirer kept aliens in business for a long
Yeah.
time. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. They really did. They always had photos.
Yeah, like always like weird shaped heads.
Well, they
Yep.
did the autopsy in New Mexico, but they got John Fetterman on now praising it, so we know it must be a crazy idea. So,
John is an odd guy, isn't he?
He's a
very
super odd
strange.
duck.
I've never talked to him, never met him, talked to him, anything, but I just look at him and was like, man, I grew up with a lot of people just like you, pal.
he's a hell of a dresser.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he dolls up. There's no
He's
question
got his
about
shorts in Congress.
Yep.
that. Yes, I mean, this whole situation, I like the fact that the American people have a voice. I don't care which side it comes down on. If the American people want something, they should get it because they're paying for everything, right?
No,
I don't care
yeah,
if
I
it's-
mean,
I
that's
don't
what
care
elections are.
politically.
Yeah, that's what elections are. But
But I
you
mean,
know,
voting on these other things as well. It's just serve the people. What
Yeah.
it's not to battle this party or that party. Serve the people.
yeah.
Why is that so hard?
Well, you've got a problem anytime one of the branches doesn't do their job or secedes
Yep.
power to another branch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, if they're not doing their job, then we're not following the Constitution and it's not set up the way it's supposed to work.
Well, it also seems like there's just so much overreach in every aspect of your life now that
Well,
how are
that's
they
true.
ever going to agree on anything?
Right. And then
Pretty
you've got
much
lobbyists, serving Congress with like, I'll donate
Money,
to
money,
your
money.
campaign.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's not exactly.
We got some money.
Yeah.
God, this when I was a little kid growing up, obviously very poor, so it was just a given that we were Democrats, because most poor people did turn to the Democratic Party back in those days, right after World War II and all that. But I just remember, all this stuff. People would vote for this guy, that guy, whatever. Not a lot of women. Matter of fact, I don't think there were any women in office back then. But it was never, oh, your guy sucks. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it didn't used to be so contentious.
I mean,
you had
Ginsburg,
the
she was
Congresswoman
in 1776, right?
Okay, which one do you want to talk first?
But
Well, I said what I was going to say.
Well, I didn't hear you. Did you say it again?
we're talking over each other.
Well, the problem is StreamYard. Like we in the studio can hear everyone when they talk, but sometimes on your end, the way that StreamYard works, it makes it like it'll duck us in the studio, so you can't hear us. Yeah, it's not great. That's why, actually, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show yet, but the studio cut thing I do. So if you go to YouTube, the YouTube channel, there's the live video, but there's also a thing I do called a studio cut, which uses the studio audio that I record in here, which is much, much higher quality. So if you go to the videos tab rather than the live tab, I mean, I guess if you're watching this live, it's probably a little too late for you anyway. But if you want to get the much higher quality audio, then there you go. Look for the studio cuts on our YouTube channel because it'll sound way better. The live audio is awful. I hate it.
And
But
for the
Really?
low price of $1,000 a month.
that's right. You have to subscribe.
Always a price to it.
What were you going to say, Michael?
What were we talking? I don't remember.
I don't either.
Eat your blueberries.
Eat your blueberries.
Yeah, I don't think it was a blueberry thing. I just think we got off on that whole discussion about how to get higher quality audio. But you're right, Andy. It does make a difference when I'm on StreamYard versus when I'm there.
Yeah.
When the issue is someone talking over each other, you actually do hear everybody then.
Yeah, in here it doesn't sound like a problem at all, ever.
Oh.
So we're never like, oh, I can't believe people are talking. It just sounds like a conversation from here.
We got 2 more minutes with Kristen. What do you got, Kristen? Big weekend.
I know. I just want to say we lost Eric Dane yesterday. I think we had talked a lot about his battle with ALS. He was 53, known, of course, for being McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy, and he plays the dad on Euphoria. He will be a part of the next season of Euphoria. He filmed that, of course, ahead of his death, and he was in Amazon's Countdown. That was probably his last major new series. But he filmed a last interview, and Netflix dropped it today.
Wow.
So, and that was done ahead of time. It was kind of pre-planned, kind of as his last interview. So if anyone wants to see it, but I think we all can agree that ALS is just such a cruel disease. He has 2 young daughters that he leaves behind who are 15 and 14. They're very young. So I know. So he will be missed.
Terrible.
Yeah, and I saw him because I went to the Countdown premiere. See, he told everyone in April 2025 that he had ALS, and so I saw him either late April or early May. And his decline was significant. Like you could see it even in person then. Yeah. And he was supposed to appear at a benefit at the end of January, and he bowed out. So I guess his decline was very, very rapid between the end of January and now.
Yeah, ALS is a lot like Parkinson's, or some people can live with it for a long time and have very small symptoms, and some people it just goes turbo. It's just a scary thing.
It really is. It affects everyone so differently. But as the chat's saying, lots of Hollywood death lately, but a lot of young, unexpected passings. Even though, James Van Der Beek, yes, he had cancer, or same with who am I thinking of from Home Alone and Schitt's Creek? Catherine O'Hara, thank you. Catherine O'Hara. I mean, I think a lot of people, we didn't know that she also had cancer. So, but just incredibly sad. So, just lots of losses.
Yeah, that's the way to close it out.
I know, but I feel like it was Eric Dane. Really, I think a lot of people were probably aware of the death and just wanted to mention that the Netflix interview is there.
Okay.
How was Traders last night? Do you know?
I watched it. Did you watch it?
I have not watched it yet.
I will not.
And next week's the final.
Next week's the finale and the reunion. And last night was incredibly frustrating. That's what I will just say. I'm not going to say anything else, so I won't spoil it for you. And if anyone missed not only the American hockey team winning gold, go back and watch it on Peacock, as well as women's figure skating. That was an absolute delight, that freestyle program.
And you only have to watch like the last 5 minutes of the game. The rest of it doesn't matter.
Yes. Women's, I would say watch the last two sections. So the last 12 skaters is probably, if you want to see something uplifting and happy, those are the good things.
That is a good thing. I like that a lot. And we will see you and talk to you on Monday.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
You too.
Thanks a lot. Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Michael, you're staying with us. Oh, he took his.
Looks like Michael's going places.
No, I'm just going. I'll be right back.
Okay, we will be right back. Too, as a matter of fact, because what's that Hunyuk's name? Lamo? What is it?
Mr. Lamers.
Exactly it.
That's right.
Mr. Lamers.
Never heard that.
I'm sure never.
Oh no,
You ever
that's
called
the
Lamers.
first time. All right, we'll be right back with Timmy. Right after this.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hand for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let's take a second to talk about my bank, North American Banking Company. As a business owner, you're always looking for opportunities to grow, and that's where North American Banking Company can help. Their business banking team offers tailored solutions, whether you're expanding your team, opening a new location, or upgrading equipment. Because they're locally owned, loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities, which means faster approvals and more flexibility to meet your needs. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, why not bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. I really hope you guys heard that.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Dad finished the commercial and Jude lets out this terrific snort.
Honest to God, I go.
Snory snort.
Mike Bilski's bank. Big snore.
It was perfectly timed.
Yeah, thanks, Jude.
Judy.
I'll be hearing from Bilski on that one.
Tim Lamers.
Lamers
Lamers
is here.
Should I have Mike do my intro since he's the guy?
Tim Lammers knows everything and all sorts of things that are going on in entertainment, especially with movies.
No, I wanted to do your sponsorship line.
Oh,
that's what I thought too, but
But I appreciate the thoughts.
Oh, he's not doing it?
Like, apparently, you're going to have to, Tommy.
Let's see, there's some guy.
Brian, MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
There you go.
That works.
Okay.
Tim, I watched something
Tom at all,
fascinating
so I don't know what's going on
last
there.
night.
He can't hear me. Why can't he hear me?
I can hear you.
No.
I can't hear him, though.
Mike can't hear me. Can you not hear me at all?
Catherine?
What?
Nope.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, you can't hear Catherine either?
You must have it. But you can hear Tim.
You can hear me, though.
I can hear Tim. I can hear Studio, but I can't hear those guys.
That's
very weird.
super weird. Try
Doesn't seem
leaving
possible.
and coming back. It seems to do that sometimes.
Okay, Andy, when you faked him out by leaving and coming back, just block him. He leaves.
I watched something that I've never watched before. Some men
I gotta hear this.
men speed skating.
You watch speed skating.
I did, and I learned so much about blades and boots. And
Fascinating.
I was like, this might be the most boring sport I ever watched.
You know when
Sorry.
you need to cure yourself of that. Watch a comedy called Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
That's a good.
With the famed Iron Lotus move, which basically it's a figure skaters, a pair of figure skaters, and the guy does some sort of flip, and he ends up cutting off his partner's head.
Oh.
Okay, well that's good.
It's funny. Craig T.
Funny.
Nelson.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Will Ferrell movie. John Heger, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, it's been on a long time, but I still make me laugh. Talking about Blades of Glory, Mike.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I got a guy's ear off once with my skate.
Oh.
Yikes!
Oh, did it get sewn back on? Was it okay?
Yeah, I got sewn back on. It kept a little bit of it on. His girlfriend was very upset, but yeah, he fell on my skate and it just cut his whole most of his ear off. It was gross.
Holy God! So he fell on. Okay, yeah, so that must have been still a weird sort of situation.
Yeah, I kicked out, and his head came down and just like guillotine. Which thank God it wasn't like his throat or something.
Yeah, it can kill people.
Well, yeah, now they have to wear. I have nephews that are in hockey that are young, and they have to wear.
Oh, they absolutely should. Yeah.
Well, that started with that. Did the guy play for the Penguins that died with the?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got his throat slit.
Artery.
Oh God!
And that was like just a year or two ago.
Yeah.
You cut
and
that
now
artery.
They all have to wear neck guards
in the
That's
NHL.
A good idea.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's. I mean, yeah, they should.
Even kids do too now. Like everybody that plays hockey, I'm pretty sure has to wear a
great idea.
Guard.
So they do wear neck guards. See, I love. It's been a long time since I've been to an NHL game, but they do make them wear neck guards as well now.
Yeah,
I think so. Yes.
All right, I want to do something here before we launch into what you want to talk about and all the rest of it, if you don't mind.
No.
Having you guys both on together, it's a nice little situation, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, you got a nice little balance there, and actually, you did see Michael adjusted his seat now, so he's sitting straight up. And were you were like a little beach area there, or
yeah, you look comfortable.
It is.
You looked very comfortable.
It's a little shitty hotel along the beach.
Oh, really?
I'm absolutely guaranteed somebody died in this room. I'm guessing that there's been drugs in this room. It's one of those shitty beach hotels.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ladies and
Better
gentlemen,
than being in shitty Minnesota right now, though. Actually, today is good. A couple days ago sucked. That unexpected snowstorm sucked.
I know, it was a major storm.
Well,
Crazy.
at least it covered up all the disgusting brown ice that was left from when it was warm those 5 days.
Always look on
Now
the
it looks
bright
pretty.
side of life.
It's a good thing.
I gotta say,
It's a lot prettier now than it was before
That's
snowstorm.
Yep.
Snow is pretty.
So what has everybody else seen lately besides skating, Catherine?
I did want you guys to talk about this because I know that Michael's seen it all, and you do, great representation of all these shows and all the rest of it. Episode, was it 10 or 11, Catherine?
I don't know.
Last night. Is either episode 10 or episode 11 of Landman?
Holy
God, what a great episode that was.
No, there's one more. I believe.
Yeah, there's one more left. It wasn't the final.
Yeah.
Or the finale.
Oh, really? You haven't?
That would be 9 because I think there's only 10 in the season.
Okay, so it must be 9.
Okay, it must be 9. Yeah. I'm telling you, the acting was wonderful. Very well written.
Billy Bob's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that means you haven't seen the last one where they create the company.
Nope,
not yet. They're talking about
the lawyer
company.
confronts the people that arrest Jacob Laughlin's character. It's Cooper. That for me is a stellar scene, and finally this show is getting recognition. It was nominated, the cast, and this is a big deal. Emmys is one thing, but the cast was nominated for Best Ensemble by the Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, good.
Finally. Because talk about a show that gets zero recognition. That absolutely should be getting recognition.
Yep.
I mean, it's amazing to me that I could see a show like Mayor of Kingstown, yes, Tulsa King, Lioness. I'm not even bringing in Yellowstone and all that sort of stuff. But think of all these great shows. And then for Landman to come along and just, to me, elevate everything.
I agree.
It's just amazing to me.
Billy Bob's great. He's just a really hell of an actor.
He's so good.
He does great. He does great in it. The only thing is, I think of all of Taylor's shows, it's probably the worst written women of all time of all of his shows.
We sort of talked about this, and Catherine, you mentioned it. It might have been the last time we talked. Yes, you have the mother and the daughter who are just a nightmare.
Phenomenal.
But at the same time, you have Rebecca the lawyer who mows everybody down.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there's some really bad, but then yet there's some stellar, she is such a terrific actor, and I can't believe that this really is her first big role. She's been in other things. I'm trying to think what her name is. But she plays Rebecca the lawyer. My God, is she terrific.
Well,
yeah, she's really good.
How about the new roommate for the daughter?
Oh, the stripper.
He's a trans stripper.
Oh, that one.
No.
No, not a stripper.
You're talking about the roommate.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
the guy that's
the roommate.
giving physical therapy to Sam Elliott. And then you're going to see something different. It's been regarding Michelle Randolph, the daughter, her character.
Yes.
There's a big turn in 10 that I didn't see coming, but I thought it was really terrific the way they handled that situation. Because
are you talking about her roommate?
Yeah,
from Minnesota, from Minneapolis.
Oh,
I'm like, couldn't have picked a better city for it.
Oh my God, yeah. But they went about it in a not an ass kissing way, but what they did in episode 10 was a very realistic and very human thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to talk around it. If you didn't see that 10th field where they were at cheerleader camp, you didn't see that episode. Yeah. What happens there is really terrific.
That's the last one we just watched. Was the
okay? Then I think. Oh, okay. Where she sticks up for her.
Yes.
Yep.
The non-binary roommate.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was terrific.
Yep.
It's just humans protecting. Standing up for other humans.
Well, how'd you like to walk into a room? I don't want to hear any music.
Oh yeah.
You can't cook anything.
You can't make
I don't want you singing. I don't want any noise. How many more rules you got?
Yeah, it's like it's all about me.
Oh yeah, It was really an interesting thing that came about, and I know. I'm wondering if that, if you think about this season, there is going to be another season.
Yeah.
Whether they're going to go into that whole thing with her being away at college, because obviously the mom didn't take that too well, knowing that her little girl has gone away. But I don't know. It really, even if you haven't seen the last episode, it really sets it up for an interesting situation with Andy Garcia's character.
Oh, what a great character.
Terrific actor.
Oh, yeah. Really good.
I wonder if they're going to totally drop the Demi Moore side of this, or if they're going to show her,
good point.
fail. That because you still have the connection between the lawyer and her boyfriend, the gas guy, and you still have Garcia with both. So you could keep them together, but it seems like it'd be a lot easier to just drop that storyline altogether.
I have a feeling that the next season will be about poaching employees and all that kind of stuff. I think
10 will answer that for you, Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll know after 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really what a great series though, and truly a great ensemble. And Sam Elliott to me just tops it off. I just love Sam Elliott.
Best.
Yeah.
I interviewed him one time.
Yeah, you were telling us about
Does he talk like a cowboy?
But he, honest to God. So, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest on the show today, a great actor, blah, 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 blah. I put him on, he goes, "Are you the host of the show?" I said, "Yes, I am the host of the show." "What the hell do you want to talk about?" I'm like, I didn't book it. I don't know. I'm just doing my job here. But he was just bullshit. He's just being a smart ass. He's a really, really good guy. Andy Garcia.
I watched the documentary on his life. I mean, it's really an interesting path he took. And I'm trying to think who they were comparing him to in his younger years. But it's pretty interesting. He married Catherine Ross from
God.
Butch Cassidy. The irony is that he actually had a role in Butch Cassidy, but he didn't meet her there. He met her like 8 years after that or something.
What did he do in Butch Cassidy?
It was a small role. It was a really small role, and the guy. Look, he was born to play a cowboy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
I do have to say, Billy Bob Thornton needs to eat a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honest to God, it's like you don't have an ass at all. These jeans are just like, if it weren't for a belt, you couldn't keep any pants.
Yeah, that is pretty much the most noticeable thing.
He's not a big guy anyway.
No, but he's so thin.
But what's really interesting in losing Robert Duvall here this past week is that he and Billy Bob were very close. And you go back to movies like The Apostle, and they show a clip from The Apostle with Billy Bob. Billy Bob weighed a lot more than he almost didn't even look like the Billy Bob that we know today. But Duvall loved the guy, and in fact, he loved his writing and everything. He called him the hillbilly Orson Welles.
That's a pretty good line,
Where is
actually.
Billy Bob from? I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Billy Bob.
Do you think, Kim, do you think The Apostle's one of the best movies Duvall ever made? That was a great movie for me.
It really was. And in fact, so I interviewed him 3 times. The first time was for The Apostle.
Yeah.
So can you imagine going in a situation like this? I'm already like over the moon. I'm talking with, Tom Hagen from The Godfather.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he comes about with not only, starring in the thing, but he wrote and directed it as well. Was nominated for a Best Actor Oscar. That's the travesty. I mean, he did win for Tender Mercies.
That's
but
right.
for a movie like he could have won. He was nominated 7 times. He could have won 7 times.
Yeah.
But The Apostle is it really is an amazing movie. And so have you seen it, Tom?
Oh,
Catherine?
yeah. Oh.
Did you guys see it? I know Mike was saying he saw it, but did you see The Apostle with Duvall?
I think so. How old is it?
Oh, it's in the late 90s.
Oh,
is it that? Wow, it's that old? Really?
Yeah.
Rewatch it again because I don't remember anything about it.
That was over 20, almost 30 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I thought 10 maybe.
Charlie from Albuquerque says Farrah Fawcett's in The Apostle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Then I don't know. If
Here's
I
the interesting situation with that one. Now you got to remember that Farrah Fawcett and Ryan O'Neal were together at one point.
They were.
And Bill Carlson sent me on a junket for that one, and that's how I interviewed Duvall in Los Angeles. And there was another movie called Zero Effect with Ben Stiller that was junketing as well. Ryan O'Neal was supposed to be there for interviews for that, and Farrah was supposed to be for interviews for The Apostle. Farrah dropped out, Ryan dropped out. I wonder why that is. I think they were split at the time. But I was kind of bummed because I thought, well, I never talked with Farrah Fawcett, obviously ever, never before that, and certainly not after. Ryan O'Neal, I mean, big names. But yeah, she plays his wife in The Apostle.
Yeah.
And she wants to leave him, and this leads him to coming to a baseball game where she's at and her boyfriend is at. And he does something with a baseball bat that he shouldn't have, Robert Duvall's character.
Oh, Jesus.
And that then he's on the run and he's a fugitive, and he ends up in a bunch of smaller towns in the South, and he starts preaching the gospel over radio.
Yep.
So you'll like that, Tom. Nice radio angle.
Oh, absolutely. No question.
So, yeah. So the question is, can he outrun the law forever and maintain this new persona of his? Because he is really becoming popular as this radio preacher. And then eventually he appears in public as a preacher. And that's where you get people like Billy Bob Thornton in there. And I don't know if you remember this, Mike. Walton Goggins has a small role in that one as well.
What? Oh no! Goggins. What did he? Who did he play?
He's just a parishioner. Who
is that when when they were doing the snakes?
It's been so long since I've seen
Okay.
it. I just remember seeing him at the end. You could just tell that he was enamored with what Duvall was doing. Not that big of a role, but a sizable enough. I mean, that's the interesting thing about Walton Goggins. He's been around for decades. All of a sudden now he's everywhere. I mean, he's really stepped into leading man territory. And then he's doing the Walmart commercials and all these other commercials. And it's great. I love it. I love the success that this guy is having. But for years, this guy was really he was a character actor, second tier character actor, sort of guy you would recognize, but you don't know his name. And all of a sudden he's there. So yeah, he's in The Apostle.
We'll take a quick break. Be right back in just a few ticks. Get it? Few ticks. There's a cruise I've been hearing about from my friends at Heart of the North Tour. Sounds amazing to me. It's the Alaska Cruise Tour. Well, what's a cruise tour? It's a tour that features a cruise that includes a 7-day Princess Cruise Tour, the glaciers, combined with glass-topped railway experience, and multiple nights at Denali Wilderness Lodge, including, by the way, Denali Wilderness Lodge. I've seen it. I've actually been indoors. I've never stayed there, but I've been in the building. It's beautiful. Denali Wilderness Lodge, including the land meal package. You'll visit Denali National Park, Whittier, Hubbard Glacier, it's Glacier Bay National Park, as a matter of fact, and stop at Anchorage, Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtour.com. That's heartofthenorthtours.com, or call 1-833-424-2700 to speak to Mike, who is a pro at arranging these amazing tours. Catherine and I will be going with you in August, as a matter of fact. Looking forward to that. It all happens August 8th through the 19th, and there are limited spots available, so book now. It's a trip of a lifetime that you won't want to miss.
Sure can tell the difference between a movie reviewer and me. I'm like, I could watch a movie 10 times and not be able to recite a plot the way you can after you haven't seen something in 20 years.
My memory is my blessing and my curse. I mean, I tell people, I remember everything, but I also remember all the bad stuff too.
Yep.
We had a question in the chat earlier. Charlie wanted to know why Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is back in theaters.
Probably because of an anniversary.
Oh, he said the anniversary. Let's see if I can. He said the anniversary was like 2 years ago. Yeah, let's see. It came out in 2004, so it must be
that is strange. Look, I mean, part of the problem is, well, first of all, we're in a part of year where you have some holdover award season stuff that is finally expanding, but you're not getting a lot of new big, 3,000, 4,000 screen releases. So theaters just got to plug in something. Yeah. I mean, out in my way, you got like the St. Michael Cinema. You have a wide variety of things and films, a lot of smaller independent ones, but also, some, what do they call them? Catalog titles. So it just could be that somebody decided to show it in his area or something. I don't know why you would otherwise. Generally it's an anniversary sort of thing. Because right now, the big movies that are coming up are movies, we've never seen a plot like this before. Scream 7.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
When is Scream Part Last? Right now?
Scream Part Last. What was that movie when I said, God, I hope that's blah, blah,
Friday
blah.
the 13th Part Last?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Or Halloween. It was
Halloween Part Last. Okay.
So remakes.
Luckily, this week I was able to catch a new. It just came out on Wednesday, and I'm curious what your thoughts are about this guy. Just the little I've seen of him, but just because I never really had interest in Hell's Kitchen and the way in the spots, it's like Gordon Ramsay treating everybody like crap.
That's correct. Yep.
It's like, okay, yes, it's reality and it's an act. But there's this new documentary series on Netflix called Being Gordon Ramsay. It's
God.
6 episodes. It has totally changed my mind about the guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's really amazing. Now, it's not, I was hoping for more of a documentary where we got into, okay, this is where he came from. These are people he grew up with, blah, blah, blah. You don't really get that. But what you do get is it's kind of like a giant commercial for his new restaurant venture in London, where he's in the second tallest building, at the top of the second tallest building in London.
Jeez.
Right.
And in the 22 weeks leading up to it, and he's got $25 million invested in the thing. It's a make or break sort of situation. But what I do admire about the guy is you do see him at home, and you see how he is such of a family man. He's been with his wife forever, probably 30 years. They got 6 kids. And, you see him in that sort of situation where he's acting normal. It's like, God, I really kind of like this guy. And then you get to the behind the scenes stuff with why he is the way he is, why he's competitive, why he says the F-bomb every other word. He's very smart business wise. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting. It didn't take me long into this thing to say, you know what? I went from kind of despising the guy, not really watching a lot, but despising what I knew of him, to really liking him. So I don't know. I mean,
well, he's definitely built an empire.
Yeah, he sure has.
He really has. And he came from nothing. That's the other thing. This guy, I mean, and you do get some of the stories back from when he was growing up. He did come from nothing, and he was actually a professional soccer player prior to
he was
doing this. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, first of all, did anybody here watch Hell's Kitchen?
I've seen some episodes.
I mean, what were your thoughts of him then? And I don't know, maybe he gave off some of his human side that I certainly never had seen this side of him before this docuseries.
Yeah, it's the same feeling that he's really ugly in that, and I don't know, I don't like watching that.
Yeah, I had no desire at all, and then I thought, okay, if this is going to give us another side, show us that other side.
Yeah,
because to me, prior to this, I mean, if you talk about guys that really brought hatred into people's living rooms, it was him and Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
I just hated how, and again, yes, it's an act, but some of these people are vulnerable that come in there and are bad, and they know he's bad, and they basically bring them in there to make fun of them singing. And I never saw humiliation as entertainment.
No.
Yeah.
It's a different situation with the Hell's Kitchen. I mean, those people are there for a reason, et cetera, but still, the guy, just the flagrant verbal abuse that he'd give to these people is like, oh my God. So watch this series. You're going to have a different perspective of them. And again, I'm curious to see once anybody watches it, what they think about it.
One of the same things that along the same lines is, I didn't know that. Do you know that anybody who goes on Shark Tank is required to sit with a therapist for a half an hour?
Huh.
No.
Yeah. No, you have to go in a therapist, because the ones who get turned down, it's such a psychological thing that's part of the show. So,
Well, think about it. I mean, that's their idea. I mean, and to get to that point, you got to believe they invested a lot of time and money into what they're doing, to only be told by these three. Is it 3 people on the floor?
5. I think it's 5.
Oh, 5?
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot.
To be told by, okay. Sorry, this thing. What isn't the idea that you want to get one of them to invest in it? Is that
or combine invest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how about what Catherine did to me many years ago when we went swimming down, what was that, Puerto Rico, or where was it?
No.
And
Only.
what do you mean, no?
Puerto Rico? I've never been
I don't
there.
know where you've been to Puerto Rico.
No.
Oh,
But okay,
anyway,
keep going.
in any case, you just try to distract me. I know that's what you're doing.
She pulled your shorts down or something?
What? No.
You said you went swimming in Puerto Rico.
That was
There
in
were
a lake
Where's
up
this
north.
going?
No. There were 10 of us in the water. We went out on a boat. They took us out on a boat. There were like 10 of us in the water. And I came up and looked around, and all of a sudden, I was the only one in the water.
Oh, that was Cayman Islands.
Oh, it was Cayman Islands? Okay. So I'm the only one left in the water. I'm like, hey, this is
Tried to
great.
tell
All the
ya.
rest of it. All 9 of them. Shark. A
Oh
shark
my
was following
God.
me around.
No.
I didn't
We're
never see it.
snorkeling, and I see this very large shark. I have never seen a shark that large in real life,
Great.
other than at an aquarium, and it was not too far behind Tom. And I'm trying to make gestures through my mask, and I'm going like this. And he looks around. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's beautiful here. I'm like, no, up, go up. And I'm like trying to look scared through the goggles. And
So, Catherine, go ahead.
Anyway, so he stays in the water. I go up, and I'm like yelling shark, and some people jump in to look at the shark.
Oh.
Yeah, they jumped in
And
to
they
look
were
at the shark.
they were spearfishing for our lunch, and they were cleaning the stuff off and throwing it overboard.
Oh no!
And here's this big shark, and I'm like, my husband's going to be lunch for this shark instead of the chum that you're throwing in.
Chum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but he did not get bitten or anything like that.
That's fine.
It's all good.
So, Catherine, when you're going like this, where you're looking at the shark, pointing at Tom.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Get
look
him.
behind
Get
you.
That's not what
I
Michael's
know.
saying.
I get it. We should have had a safe, like a gesture, like shark.
Yeah.
I should have one.
Tom,
guess.
you were almost in Sharknado Part last.
That's right. Sharknado Park.
Yeah,
Sharknado
it was
Park.
a big shark. And the fact that people wanted to jump in when they
did
putting fish guts over the, I don't understand it. No, thank you.
So it was the shark that almost pulled down your shorts and the bottom half of your body altogether.
I did that to you
From the
at
top half.
all of you and all of your brothers were in a lake somewhere, and you basically all had the same body type.
You do.
And she laughs.
You couldn't tell one
There's
from
some
the other.
support.
You couldn't tell one from the other.
That
So,
was,
and I'm like swimming around, and I think I'm going to be funny and pull down your shorts while I pull down Todd's. Your
Whoops.
brothers.
Whoops.
I was mortified.
Other than that,
I'm still embarrassed.
Lake
over that.
Charlotte, wasn't it?
It was up north somewhere. I
Lake
don't
Charlotte.
remember.
Well, if anybody's going to be okay with that, it would be Todd. He would be
That's
like,
true.
what are you
Yeah, Todd like, yeah, whatever. That's all
He probably
true.
didn't notice.
Yeah,
No
maybe.
question about it. No, that's great memories, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for,
Talking about
correct?
sharks, and now we get Lake Charlotte. Yep.
Lake Charlotte.
We're
Yeah,
So
what
apart
the hell?
from Catherine watching speed skating, is anybody else watching the Olympics?
Oh yeah, the hockey game
And
was
my
great.
children's entire life is the Olympics. So
I watched a little bit of figure skating. Unfortunately, the U.S. person ended up in 6th or 7th because she had a fall.
Yeah.
No, can't do that.
No.
And
She was such a-
curling's been good.
Oh, isn't Canada getting investigated for cheating at curling?
Twice,
Double
yeah.
touching? They double touched.
Double touch.
I know.
Really?
Sweden had like undercover
Cameras
recording.
and stuff, yeah.
I know.
Oh,
It's curling
God.
gate. It's
Curling gate.
it's
Really?
yeah. And they said we've been suspecting Canada of cheating for years. We're
Really?
finally going to prove it.
Injecting their fingers with steroids? Is that what?
No, I know. It's like, how much can that really do?
It's like
I
they're
don't-
touching it, they're moving the stone when they're like trying to plan what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, know that there's a camera angle that they can't see if you touch it or not. And so
Right.
they're like moving it a little bit when they're pretending to be like, oh, what do we do?
Of all the sports, you would never think there would be cheating, and there's
I
cheating.
know.
Yeah.
No, it's always
Yeah.
going to be any Olympic. I mean, these
Yeah.
people dedicate their entire lives to whatever sport they're in the Olympics for generally. So it just
That's
ends
true.
up being a whole thing.
Yeah, Joe brought up, but did anyone watch the dog in the skiing?
Oh my gosh.
Event?
That first of all, that
No.
was not a dog.
No.
That was a wolf. Like
Oh.
that thing was crazy. Yeah, so Dan told me about it and he sent me a video and I was like, this looks like AI. Why are you sending me AI? But he's like, no, this is a real thing that happened. So there's a dog that lived nearby where I think it was biathlon was happening. So where they shoot and ski.
Right.
And the dog lived nearby and it's like a part husky, part wild dog, wolf. It looks like a wolf. It just looks like a wolf is running around. And it got out because the owner went to go watch the biathlon and the dog got out and like just was running behind all these cross-country skiers that were skiing in the Olympics. And all of a sudden there's like this wolf dog that's just like, what do you do?
It's a Czechoslovakian wolf dog
Yeah.
named Nazgul.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
pretty intense.
Yaksemash.
Yeah. And they're like, well, it's known to be mischievous. And I'm like, because it's a wild animal. Like, this is not a dog. This is a wild animal.
I'm going to bring up a picture of it in a second. Just give me a sec.
And plus, okay, since when did the Czech Republic become Czechia?
I know, it's Czechia now.
Czechia. I thought it was Czechia.
Is it Czechia?
Well, everybody says Czechia in, like, the announcements.
Well, it's
like,
just shorter. It's just shorter.
Yeah. But I'm like, I thought it was the Czech Republic.
Not
like,
anymore?
Yeah,
Nope.
I was like, okay, apparently we're Czechia.
Here's the dog.
Oh,
that's a dog?
God. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a
wolf
big
dog, so it is literally part wolf, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They're like, oh, he gets out all the time and runs around because he's
Crazy dog.
mischievous. And I'm like, no, because he belongs in the wilderness.
Yeah, he wants to run through the forest.
Why?
hunting with rabbits.
Yeah, but he's just like running behind these cross-country skiers across the finish line. He's just like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it's crazy.
most dogs will take a couple of square meals a day and a nice warm bed over living in the wild if they are given a choice.
You mean like dogs named Jude? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Jude wouldn't survive in the wild for 5 minutes.
No, he would not.
He'd eat some random poop of some bird and
Oh,
die.
he would definitely lick a lizard, you know.
Make it.
Jude, you're being attacked.
Yeah.
Jude.
Judy's being attacked.
I love it. Jude's not going to get attacked by another wild animal. He's going to eat some random poop from some other animal.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there was a poodle that got eaten by a coyote over here.
A coyote?
There's a golf course with some coyotes, and this woman had her little poodle off the leash, and it saw two of them and decided to chase coyotes.
Oh.
Coyote turned around, whack, that was it.
Yep.
Yep. We have coyote footprints all along our fence line and all in our woods. You can see their little footprint trails that they kind of like wander on all the time.
Bad
My
coyotes.
favorite is hearing him yippee at night.
Yeah.
Well, when we hear them all the time, sometimes it's like when they make a kill, there's a lot of sound.
Yep.
And then when sirens are going off, they start howling.
Yep.
Wasn't it Dan who recorded that video of them attacking a deer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he like yelled at him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, I want to take a break. Come right back in just a couple of seconds, and we'll wrap the show up right after this. It's Tom for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's. I put them together. I'm going to start this again just for the hell of it, just to serve the people. They're old friends. It's Tom for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one that live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is the place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility that has a full nursing team, always staffed within the building, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire and Medina now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months of private pay. I know them personally, and they are a family-owned local company conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They're the best staff memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com. We're rocking out, baby.
So, Mike, how often you go back to Martha's Vineyard?
Oh, I've been there in forever. Yeah, that wasn't a big spot.
The only reason I bring it up is anybody watching Love Story? John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette?
I heard it's pretty good.
It's sad, obviously. They start with them getting ready for that fateful plane ride. Yeah. But the guy, I mean, the actors look exactly like JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. The thing that I bring up Martha's Vineyard, and I bring up this whole portrayal of high society in New York. I don't know how you exist in a society like that, because everybody is like looking down their nose at you all the time, even though you have as much money as they do. That part kind of turned me off. I don't know.
Yeah, well, old money's better than new money, and
yeah. Oh my God.
How did they find anybody that looks like JFK and Bessette? Because holy cat, they're good looking people, I'll tell you.
Yeah. The woman that plays Bissette has actually been in a few things, and she's brunette by nature. And some casting director says, you know what? If we had her in blonde hair, she would look a lot like her. Her name is Sarah Pigeon. The guy, never heard of him.
Yeah.
And he didn't even do any acting before this. He was a model. And he looks like JFK Jr. I mean,
who never wore a shirt. Crazy. That guy, everywhere he went, he didn't wear a shirt.
Really?
Yeah. So, but you know, again, that family, man, talk about a curse. Holy God.
Well, they kind of brought it on themselves.
Bad karma follows you around.
Well, starting with Joe then, or started with
Joe was a bootlegger.
Yeah, he was a bootlegger. Hey, look, in my family, a Roman Catholic president, are you kidding me? My mother went off the deep end, for God's sake. The guy was a Democrat and a Roman Catholic, so that was, for Toots, that was a very big deal.
And the only one since then, correct me if I'm wrong, is Joe Biden, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Was he Catholic too?
Yeah, nobody made anything about that.
Yeah.
No. You know, not a big deal, I guess. Not a big deal anymore, I suppose. It's just, you know.
Well, why was it a big deal with JFK?
Well, there was a concern about the Pope controlling the country.
Yeah.
That he was so Catholic, the Pope would control the country, so they would like kill all the Jews and have all this, like, you know.
Holy God.
It was crazy. Yeah. But there were
Catholics
pictures,
have been
Tim,
involved in that so much.
In Rhode Island. There's pictures of John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, and the Pope that are all over houses in Rhode Island.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yep.
Wow.
I bet that's true. That's looking back at that now. You brought up JFK. I was just thinking of that era, to be a Roman Catholic kid at St. Anne's Parish in North Minneapolis. Holy Christ! You could hear the howling and the crying for about 10 days.
After
oh God,
the
yeah.
assassination.
Oh, after the assassination.
After the assassination, yep. Nice Catholic boy gets shot. First Catholic president of the United States gets murdered in the street.
Isn't that amazing how when somebody used to get assassinated or something back in those days, it was nationally mourned, no matter what side of anything. Now everybody's like, he had it coming. We don't like him anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so callous now.
Tend to be. All right, any closing words, folks?
Speaking of killing, one of the chatters wanted to know if you've done a review of how to make a killing, Tim.
No, I have not. I couldn't get to a screening of that, so I opted for the Gordon Ramsay this week. So that's with Glenn Powell, who is a great guy, and I like him as an actor, but boy, he's having a hard time. He was in Top Gun Maverick, and then Anyone But You, the one he did with Sydney Sweeney. And since then, he's kind of had a tough time having a big blockbuster. And I don't know if this is going to be it or not, but I will see that eventually, and I will talk about it. But my next one next week will be Scream Part Last, hopefully.
Ooh, Scream Part Last.
How many can they freaking do, man?
I know.
Jeez, I mean, yes, let's just, they can print money with them. Okay, great. But, you know, don't you realize that this is part of the reason why the movie business is suffering right now? Yeah. Because you just keep coming back to us with the same.
Yeah.
Oh, a guy in a ghost mask. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back again. He's back again and again.
Why unplug the cash machine?
Yeah, for real. So.
You know, I mean, if people are willing to pay for it, I guess
so.
They're going to.
Parting words. I've been recommending this when you're talking about Robert Duvall. If you have not seen this movie, absolutely see Secondhand Lions with him and Michael Caine and Haley Joel Osment. It is.
Was this
really
when Haley Joel runs into one of them in an apartment house or something? Is that how it starts? That's different.
This is about this young kid who is kind of just shooed away by his mom. Keira Sedgwick, I think, plays his mom, and he goes to live with two old uncles, and so he's raised on a farm with these guys. Oh my God, it is just such of a great movie. So yeah, I could recommend The Godfather, and I'll recommend it again, or I could recommend Apocalypse Now. But yeah, Secondhand Lions is the one I've been telling people they got to see to remember Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall.
I've always liked him.
Oh God, yes.
What a great talent.
Where the hell did Michael go? He
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
disappeared?
Maybe
Screen went
He went
black.
to find secondhand lions.
Okay, let me close it with this. Sorry, but Michael had to poop.
You probably got a call.
Yeah, there you go.
I have one closing bit of wisdom from Ethan from this morning before he went to school.
Excellent.
Earth is stupid because it doesn't have a face.
What?
There you
Say
go.
that
So
again.
he said, Earth is stupid because it doesn't have a face.
Okay.
I agree.
I don't know what that meant. Well, Melissa said something about like something on this Earth, and he said Earth is dumb, and he was like, no, it's not, and he was like, Earth is dumb because it doesn't have a face. And I was like,
well, he's putting the fact that people have brains in a head and
no, I think he just dumb. To him, dumb means thing I don't like.
Yeah.
Everything he doesn't like, dumb.
Okay.
School is dumb. Waking up is dumb. Going to bed is dumb.
Oh.
We've been
okay.
trying to
I
put the
agree.
kibosh on that, but we have a difficult time getting him to stop calling things dumb.
Yeah.
All right, we will talk to you guys on Monday.
Okay, have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.
You.
Bye.
Every time I hear the singing reminds me how you talking